What's up, Todd Falcone here. Welcome to toddfalcone.com. Wanted to give you a really quick tip for those of you that are prospecting in the cold market. And you know, the reality is most of us at some point in time will very likely, if we stay involved in network marketing long term, venture outside of our warm market, our center of influence. Eventually, you know, we're always meeting new people and recreating warm markets as we go about living our lives. But we'll certainly very likely start to connect with people and recruit people outside of our warm market. And when you do that, you want to be as effective as possible. One of the things that I found that's worked really, really well for me is informalizing the approach. So for example, if I was calling a lead and the lead's name was John Smith, if I'm calling John Smith, I'm not going to call and say, let's say a male answers the phone. I'm first going to assume that the male answering that phone is John. So if I hear hello, then I'm going to say, hey, John, Todd Falcone, how's it going? And then I'll respond based on, oh, this isn't John, you know, let me get John or something like that. Or, yeah, this is John. And the other thing is this, I will never say, hi, is John Smith in, please? Because if a male answers the phone, let's say I'm calling John Smith and a male answers the phone and I say, hi, may I speak with John Smith, please? Well, the guy is already going to get on the defensive and go, wait a minute. This is John Smith. Clearly you don't know who I am. Who are you? And they immediately kind of put their guard up. So I typically will, when I say informalize the approach a little bit, instead of saying, hi, or even saying, hi, may I speak with John, please, which is kind of a formal sounding approach, I'll very likely kind of ease it up a little bit and say, hey, is John in, please? And, you know, from going from, hi, may I speak with John, please, to, hey, is John in, please? Or, hey, is this John? Or, hey, John. So the whole key here is to almost make it sound like you already know the person before you've actually ever talked to them. And I realize, no, we don't know them yet because we haven't spoken to them yet, but just informalizing your approach. And I would say almost, probably, in fact, never do I say the first and last name. If I'm calling professionals, let's say I'm using my Insider Secrets to Recruiting Professionals technique by recruiting up the socioeconomic chain, and I'm calling Janet Smith, I will never say, hi, may I speak with Janet Smith, please? If a female answers the phone, good afternoon. I'm going to say, hey, Janet, Todd Falcone, how's it going? And she's going to immediately go, oh, great. And then she may realize, based on hearing my voice, that, hey, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know this guy. And that's fine, but you're also preventing the person from going on the defensive by using their first and last name. So it makes the prospecting process in the cold market a lot easier when you just informalize it just a tad. So instead of using their first and last name, choose to use their first name. And number two, if you're calling a male and a male answers the phone, you know, it might be a good idea to assume that the guy answering the phone is your intended prospect. And if it's not, that's okay. Well, let me grab John. If it's a female and a female answers the phone, I'm going to assume that it's Katie. Hey, Katie, Todd Falcone, how's it going? Not, hello, Katie. Hello, is Katie Smith in, please? Hello, Katie. My name is Todd Falcone. How are you doing today? A little too formal. They tend to get a little bit more on the defensive that way. So just chill out a little bit, make it a little less formal, and you'll get better results as you endeavor on your way to getting great results in the cold market. We'll chat with you soon. See you on another video.